we go. That's what I was waiting for. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Talking Smack with Matt. I'm Matt, obviously. Today was a good day. I had a pretty great experience at the Apple Store. I was able to demo the Apple Vision Pros for a half hour, like just to myself, no one else, just me. It was so cool, dude. And then I spent pretty much all day at the mall. I got so much shit to say, but I'm not gonna play music this episode. I'm mainly gonna talk about the Apple Vision Pro experience that I had, and cool shit that I saw at the mall that was there today, like random, like a Hello Kitty cafe truck and other shit like that. It was dope. But yeah, I was at Pingham Mall from I think I got there at 1:30 and I left at 9:30. So literally 8 hours. If I worked at one of the stores, it would have been a full shift. But it was just walking around, like smoking weed and doing different shit. I had fun all day. Like, if I could repeat it every day and not have a sore ass ankle, because that mall is fucking ginormous, and you could easily get lost or fucking pass out in there or some shit. It's so big. It's so huge. But anyways, it was fun. I had a lot of fun today. It was amazing. And then it ended even more amazing than it started. That was the best part. Like, I was so surprised. I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, thank God. Like, literally, I thank God. I was like, dude, this is like the best day I've had in a while. I was like, thank you. But, let me see. All right. It says stream health is excellent. We got no one watching, so that's good to know. Don't matter, though. I'll still talk. I just need to load a bowl real quick. I finally scored some weed today. This dude on the street, he was like, oh, you need any weed? I was like, I do. It was me and two other guys there. He's like, anyone need any weed? I was like, I do. And he pulls out a bag, and it was like a fucking quarter-pound of weed. I was like, oh, shit. He pulled it out right on the street, so I, hid it in this other dude's bag. I was like, I'm going to take, an eighth, okay? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. And I was like, all right, cool. And that's all I took. I'll show you exactly what I have right here left. I put it in my tin, my weed tin. Because especially when I'm out and about, I just like to smoke out of these chillums and shit because it's just easier. They're only like $2.50, and if you break it, you just buy a new one. And then if you have to get rid of it, it's easier to throw away a $2 pipe than a $100 pipe or some shit. But this dude kicked me down with more weed than this. I just broke it down into nugs, but it was bigger nugs. Oh, dude, it was. And I was like, what? I was like, really? I'm not gonna say his name, but I know his name. So I was like, no way, really? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, dude, you're the shit. And fucking, so my day started off good right there. I was like, whoa, hell yeah. And then, check this out. This was even crazier. There's a Vallarta right next to me, which is a Mexican market out here in Southern California. And there used to be this old man that would play out front, guitar, right? He was I don't know, maybe late 70s, early 80s. He was old. So, here, hold on one second. I'm gonna close the garage door. I think I could stop streaming and it won't end the broadcast. I'm not even gonna risk it. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna close the garage door. Ow, sorry, Robbie. we can talk in peace. Haha. Sorry, 1 second. Gotta go inside and grab a drink. See there, Robin. It's okay. He didn't know I left. Haha, sangria. I love this shit. Oh, here's a perfect example of Vallarta. I bought this big ass, like almost 2 liter. It's a 1.6 quart, 1.5 liter. This was only $2 there. Dude, I bought a single bottle of sangria at CVS for the same $2 like the day before. I was like, what the fuck? And that was like 12 ounces. I was like, oh, I'm coming here all the time now. But anyways, sorry, so loaded a bowl. Robin wanted to jump up in my lap. Look, say hi, Robin. Say hi. He just woke up. No, he's a handsome guy. Let me fix him up a little. Oh, your beard's weird. Hey, weird beard. Okay, go down. Go on your pillow. Go on your pillow. Look, on your pillow. He's not used to being out here with the garage closed. It's usually always open. But like we have random like coyotes and raccoons and shit out here, so I feel safer having the door closed. So I don't gotta worry about some random animal creeping up on me. Well, not on me, but more after him. Because I'd kill the shit out of that thing if he touched him. One time I was in here, and it was just me and Robin, and the garage door was open. I was in my recliner. I fell asleep. He was on my lap, and then I wake up to him barking at some shit, and he jumps off of my lap, and he attacks, like, whatever is there. And I turn around, and there's 2 huge-ass pit bulls right here at the front door of the garage. And I was like, Robin, get away. And I fucking ran over, and one of them chased him into the corner by the fridge and fucking, like, pinned him there and started biting him. And the other one was going to attack, too, so I picked up the other one. I, like, wrapped my arms around his stomach, you know, picked him up and threw his ass. Woo! That's what he did. And then fucking I grabbed Robin from the other one, and I fucking snatched him before the other one was able to grab him again. And then fucking I walked out, like ran out of here. But that shit was gnarly. But I was like, what were you thinking, Robin? Like, those are 2 big ass pit bulls. Whatever. It was scary as all shit, though. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, I went to the Apple Store on Thursday, the other day, and I wanted to check out the Apple Vision goggles. And right next to them, there's an iPad there. And it says, like, demo, blah, blah, blah. Try out, like, set up a demo. So I was like, okay. And fucking, what's it called? My appointment was for today at 2. So I was like, cool. So I got there, like, at 1:59, like, literally 1 minute before. But I was even calling the store, like, 5 minutes ahead to, like, tell them, hey, I'm on my way, like, I'm in the mall, blah, blah. But I couldn't even get through by the time I got to the store, so I just hung up. So, anyways, I'm about to smoke some weed. I'm excited. I finally have my own weed. Because some random guy was willing to kick me down. Thank God. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of cards. Look at my Spider-Man playing cards. Wow, wow, wow. I'll show you what they look like. I got another set here too. This one's just a trippy ass set. It's got a cool pattern. I like playing cards. I like collecting different playing card sets. But this is about the Apple unboxing if you're tuning in, so I'll try to stick to that first. So anyways, they had, since I wear prescription, they took my glasses and they had them scanned so that they knew what my prescription was. But this is an old prescription. See, I should have went there with an updated one, because then it would have been even better. But it almost couldn't have been, because I'm telling you right now, this was the most incredible, like, technological experience I've ever been to in my life. Like, it's better than IMAX, 3D, 4DX, whatever the fuck you think is out there. This shit is totally unreal, dude. Like, you've never experienced something like this. I swear to God. It's the craziest shit ever. So, yeah, it took a little bit for them to actually bring out a unit for me to try on. Because they have 2 in the store that you could look at and you could touch, but they're, like, mounted to these things and you can't remove them. So, while I was sitting there, all these other people were coming around to, like, you know, look at the thing, and I was like, well, when am I going to get my unit to try? So finally they brought one out, And the dude explained to me like all this stuff. Basically, he was saying like, please be very careful with this. Like, and the experience is super immersive. So try not to like break or damage these things because I guess they wouldn't charge you, I guess, but like they definitely wouldn't allow more people to do it after that if that's what happens. So. And they even told me like we don't let many people demo this, and I was like, oh no, I appreciate it. Like I understand. I'll be careful. And dude, it was so hard to be careful because like the reason why I wanted them is for like movies. I like to watch a lot of movies, and I like to watch a lot of music videos to listen to music. Like I don't really like just listening to music. I like seeing the visuals that artists put out with their music. So I love music videos, and I grew up in the '80s, so like MTV is my shit from back in the day when they actually played music videos. So, what's it called? Fucking, dude. It, at first, they got me to play, like, I saw the movie list, right? Well, actually, I'll explain how it works. Okay. They're basically goggles that have cameras on the inside that are looking at your, like, I don't know if it's your retina or whatever, but they know exactly what you're looking at when you're looking at what's projected through the screens that only you see, right? So it's crazy. Like, okay, on my Mac desktop, on the top left, there's an Apple icon that will bring up a certain type of menu, right? And then when you launch an app, it'll say the app's name next to that Apple logo. And then from there, there's all the file, edit, view, history, like different things you could do in the app, right? Well, if you want to select that kind of shit, you don't even like fucking do anything, dude. You just look at it, and then you do this with your hand in front of the fucking camera. Dink. That's select, like pinching your finger together. Dink. So you literally would like look at the word Chrome, or you can look at File, and do this, and then it'll bring the drop down menu, and then you can look at the word New Tab, and dink, and then it'll like make a new tab. It's ridiculous, dude. Like, it was so fucking nuts, man. Like I could have used that thing for like an hour straight with no one telling me anything, and I probably still wouldn't have gone through everything I wanted to do. So, yeah. So first thing he does, hold on, Robin. He wants to come up here. Hold on, I gotta back up a little. Oh, oh, go ahead. Good boy. So, what's it called? The motherfucking. Sorry. So, the first thing he does is tell me like check out movies or something. So I do, and like I brought up some trailer for something, and it was cool. It was cool seeing it like that. Like you see it on a huge screen. But then I saw this. They had a Metallica concert, a live concert, right? That was filmed like specially for those goggles or something. And dude, oh my god, that was the fucking nut. That's better than any Metallica. I saw Metallica in '96 at Lollapalooza, but this was better than that because like, dude, it was crazy. First of all, you have 180-degree vision, so everything this way and this way you see. So like if you turn your head this way, you can't see anything this way, right, behind you, but you see everything in front of you that way. So like it was just nuts. Like that concert video, I'm gonna download so many concert movies if I get that thing, cause like that was the craziest shit ever, dude. Cause like they had cameramen all over this big arena for the live concert that they shot. So sometimes you'll be at the perspective of people from the top row. Sometimes you're at the perspective of the cameraman filming James Hetfield from like 5 feet away, or Lars on drums from like 5 feet away. And dude, like it was fucking. I love Metallica. All right, that shit was the craziest thing ever. Cause it's not like you see him like, oh, that's James, and he looks like he's like 6 feet away from me. It's like, dude, that's James Hetfield in like 8K resolution, like 6 feet away from me. Like he's short. Like right, that's what I first thought. Right when I saw, it, I was like, he's pretty short. I think I'm probably taller than him. But oh man, that right there just sold me like right away. I was like, dude, I'm buying these fuckers. Like I don't give a fuck. um, and it was so cool, dude. Like that concert was insane. There was one point where, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, there was one point. Oh, I should turn on my light. Is it plugged in? I don't think it's plugged in. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, there was one point where dude, like we were on the stage a lot, so they would show like, and it was crazy because it was a huge stage that they were playing on. So like when you're looking at James Hetfield like 5 feet away from you, you kind of get stuck on it. But if you look to the left, you'll see like Kirk Hammett running on the stage, like way the fuck down there playing his part, or Lars on the drums in the back, and like it was nuts, dude. But yeah, there was one point where they kept showing the stage a bunch from like different angles, right? And then like they cut to the perspective of an audience member that was like way up top in the back row, right? And what was crazy is like it cut so quick that like when you look around like this, all of a sudden you see like big monitors that are like showing the live concert for everyone that's there and shit. And then I look down, and that's when I realized, bro, I'm like at the top fucking level of a fucking stadium here. It was ridiculous, ridiculous. I almost fell. I was sitting in a chair, and I almost fell. Like that's how unbelievably real it was. I almost fell out of the chair. It would have been funny if I did, because it was like a very stable chair I was sitting in, and it could swivel and shit. So, but it felt so crazy. I was like, "Whoa! I'm at the top! I'm at the top of the stadium." I'm sure people in the fucking Apple Store were laughing their asses off at me. But I mean, like, I love Metallica, and like to see a concert of them like that, oh man, that was worth it alone. Like the price of the unit. It is expensive though, I'll tell you that. The base model is 3500, and that gets you 256 gigs of storage, and then I think the next model is something. It goes up to like 4,000 for a 1 terabyte before taxes. Oh man, it's a good weed. It's already making me sleepy, and I just woke up. But I need to drink more sangria. I need sugar. Sugar rush. I had a buddy that we used to smoke weed in high school together, and he'd always ask his parents for money in the car so we could go get weed. And he'd tell his parents, we're gonna 7-Eleven and get some pizza and cookies and stuff. And his dad would always be like, "Ooh, you guys are chasing that sugar high." And we just laugh our asses off. Yep, sugar high. Yep. God bless him. That was a good guy. Side note, I'm trying to quit soda and energy drinks like altogether. So I definitely want to still drink like carbonated drinks, but not like super sugary ones anymore. I've already lost a grip of weight by just not drinking Coke. Cause I used to drink only Coke. Like that's the only soda I drink, and I drink probably 2 or 3 bottles a day, like the 16-ounce ones. Like it was bad. And like breaking that habit was the hardest part of stopping drinking soda, because I bought a Mexican Coke yesterday, which is like a better version of the American Coke, and dude, like that was didn't even taste as good as it used to. I was just like it's better than the American version for sure, but like it didn't taste good anymore because I hadn't had it in 2 weeks or something. But anyways, now I'll come back to Apple Pro. Vision Pro. So I did the movie thing first, and then he's like, "All right, let's go to the photos album if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And okay, any photo or video you take with your iPhone or your iPad or iDevice, whatever the fuck, once it's saved to your computer or the cloud, there's a button that like when you're on the Apple Vision Pros, I forget what it was called. It was called Spatial or Spatialize or something. And dude, it'll turn that picture that you took on your phone into like a 3D ass version that you see in the goggles. It was fucking and the videos do the same thing. Like there was this like birthday video that they had me watch, and oh my god, dude, it was so insane. Yeah, so the pictures app, I was really just trying to see how far you could, and like to zoom in on stuff, you have to hold your fingers together and like ning 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 or ning 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 to zoom back out or in or out, and once you get the gestures and stuff down, it's simple enough to operate. Like I ended up going to the Photos app just to see different photos, and then he was like, okay, now you can do whatever you want. Because I only had like 5 minutes left. You only get 30 minutes with it when you get the demo. And like all that I did right now took about 25 of it. So I was like, okay, dude. So I looked at the main app list of like every app that it had on there. And there's definitely ones that I wanted to explore, but I knew I didn't have enough time to do that. So I saw an astronomy one. Sorry, let me catch my train of thought in my breath. But yeah, okay. I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid. And like when I'd go to summer camp, I'd always take the astronomy classes, and I had my astronomy badge and all this bullshit, right? Always been in love with it. So when I saw that they had an astronomy app, I was like, dude, I need to check this out. So right away, the guy was trying to explain to me how the app works, and I was like, I don't even need to know what this dude's saying. I just like breezed right through it. And it was just crazy because it was set up like on demo mode to show me like, you know, the constellations that we see in the sky and stuff. But then I saw there was a search feature, so like the first thing I was like, let's see Andromeda Galaxy. And dude, it like tells you all about it and shows you a picture and shit. And then all of a sudden you see an arrow in front of you, and it'll be like moving towards the direction. So you follow it with your head, and when you get to a certain point, then you see the galaxy, like it spotlights it. And then there's a magnification button that you could turn on, and dude, zoom, you're like right there, dude. Like you're right there at the Andromeda Galaxy. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen, dude. It was so sick. Like I don't have the money to get them right now, but as soon as I do, which will probably be like summer, I'm buying a pair for sure. Like that's no joke. And I'm gonna get the 1 terabyte ones just because I want to make sure I got enough room. So that was Apple Vision Pro. That's pretty much my impressions of it. They were the shit. I think they're the future of personal computing, in my opinion. I don't think anyone will top that shit for a while. The only problem is most people won't know about it because the price is so high that not too many people are really gonna buy it. But I am. I swear to God, watch in summer you'll probably see me with one. Not out in public, but like at my home. Damn, that's some good weed. Oh, cool. I got a fucking new follower, a friend from high school. My friend Megan. Hi, Megan, if you're watching. Ha ha ha. Hope you're doing well. Great. Good. That's awesome. So that started out the day really cool, right? Thank you for reminding me of that, Megan. Um, so that demo, I was done by like we actually started my demo at 3 o'clock, so I was done by 3:30, and then I was like, well, what am I gonna do? So what did I do? I have AMC A list, and they have the AMC there, so I was like, I'll go see a movie, and I ended up booking like 2 or 3 different movies throughout the day, and I still didn't see one. I booked one for Hoppers and one for Project Hail Mary, and then like by the time I actually like was about to go back to the theater, I would check to see how full it was because I was going alone and I don't want to sit next to anyone. So I picked seats that were either on the back left or back right. And by the time it was showtime, motherfuckers were picking the seats next to me with their girlfriends and shit or whatever. It was couples, you know. I was like, dude, pick another showing. Don't sit next to the person that's trying to sit alone. Like, come the fuck on. Like I don't know. I don't have anything against couples, but it's like, dude, if I'm going to the movies alone, like I don't want a couple next to me. Like when they could have just went to a different showtime or something. It's annoying. It's annoying for me as a single guy, you know. But that's my problem. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to see Project Hail Mary, but that thing was full all day because it just came out like to the public. So fucking I ended up switching later to Showtime of that new Disney movie Hoppers in IMAX 3D. And what was cool is I didn't go, but I have the glasses like untouched. I don't know if you have to just throw these away or have to turn these in after, but at least I have a pair now forever that are mine. Like no one told me to give them back, and I'm not. You have to tear these from my cold dead hands, like Charlton Heston and his guns. I'm keeping them forever. So anyways, let me see. Who's watching? It says 3 views. Oh, come on, people. You gotta fucking say something. Whatever. I'll keep talking. Um, I'll do shout outs. Um, good wait. And then I finally left the mall like at 10:30 because I was gonna see that movie The Bride at 9:30, and then by the time that rolled around, I was tired as fuck, so I just left. But dude, oh, that's what was even cooler. Before I left, I like there's a huge food court at Topanga Mall, and then one of the stands there was Amboy. It's a restaurant chain like chain. I guess I don't know if they're a chain. They have a few locations, but they make good hamburgers, right? Bomb hamburgers. So I fucking was just talking to the dudes there, and I'm all, Amboy makes good hamburgers, right? And they're like, yeah. So we got to talking. I was telling them about the Apple Vision Pros and all that shit. And then one of the guy goes, "Hey, do you want a burger?" And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, someone ordered one, but they never picked it up, and it's cold already, so we were just gonna throw it away." I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll take it." Dude, they gave me a burger and fries like in a box already that was ready to go. It wasn't even that cold, to be honest. It was like I could have warmed it up in the microwave for like 10 seconds. It would have been perfect. But dude, that hamburger, not, I didn't eat anything all day, so that definitely influenced. But no, that hamburger was so fucking good, dude. And it was humongous. It was a smash burger, double patty. Like, it was a $12 burger that they gave me. And like fries were like 6 or 7, so like $20 worth of food they gave me for free. And dude, I scarfed that shit down, not like an animal, but like I was enjoying the hell out of it. Like I'd be like, and dude, after that, I was like re-energized. I was ready to go. I was like, oh man, I want to party all fucking night, dude. So I went to the bar, and right as I walked to the bartender, I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? And she goes, we're doing last call. I was like, oh, I'm out then. I was like, I'm not partying here. Fuck this shit then. So I went home. But I had to take the bus home, so it takes a while. But dude, it was the best day I've had in a while. Like the first with the Apple Vision stuff, and then getting that free fucking meal at the end of the day. Oh shit! I just got a email from the Apple business team. It says, "Let's get to work. It was great meeting you. Share a little more information about your business, and we're happy to talk with you about how our products and business team can help you reach your goals." Oh shit! Ooh, I gotta call people. Ooh, I gotta star this email. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I was waiting for that email after I tried out the goggles, because I know I can't get them on my own through financing because my credit's horrible. But they said through the business maybe I could, and I was like, oh well, fucking hey, I'd do that right away. But that's awesome. Cool. I'll update on that next video. But this one's pretty much wrapped up. I'm gonna cut it pretty soon. But yeah. So I got that hamburger from them, and I was ready to go. But like I said, the bartender was like, you know, we're already doing last call. So I was like, oh, I can't party here because I had weed. Finally, after days. So I was like, oh, I'm going home and smoking. I didn't even. I just crashed the fuck out. Woke up like an hour or two ago. Not even, like an hour ago maybe. And oh, dude. And also, what was mad cool is there was a Hello Kitty cafe truck there. It's on my Instagram. Took a picture of it in a small video. And yeah, when I came out earlier in the day, the ladies, the women running that truck, then they were hot. They were hotties. um, I was like, oh, you guys are leaving? And they're like, yeah. They're like, but they had everything packed up, ready to go. I was like, well, where are you guys going to? And they're all, Vegas. And I was like, oh, fucking have fun. And I told him, oh, I got a buddy that's a pretty big DJ up there. And I told him his name. And one of them was like, I think I heard of him. I was like, yeah, like he's pretty big. Like he has a couple residencies and shit. And they were like, oh. I was like, I could call him, see if he's like at, because they told me what hotel they were staying at. I said, I could like hit him up and see if he's staying at, like, or does a club at that hotel. They were staying at the Aria. And I didn't even know that was a hotel, to be honest. So fucking, I hit him up, and then he didn't get back to me until after they left. But one of the girls was like, talking about, oh yeah, we're staying here, and we're gonna do this. I was like, oh man, it sounds like you guys have a blast, especially with the van you guys driving. Like, you're gonna get mad attention. And I said, I'm jealous. And she's like, oh, yeah? And I was like, yeah, take me. And she's like, okay, let's go. And I was like, are you serious? Because you're the one with the car. Like, I could easily just roll with you. That's nothing. I said, I'll sit in the back and, like, protect you ladies. Like, make sure nothing happens, you know? I don't give a fuck. And they're like, no, well, yeah. I was like, don't play with my emotions. Like, you're offering me a free trip to Vegas with hotties. Like, you don't know what you're doing here, lady. But, anyways, they ended up leaving. Well, I left, but that would have been nice to go to Vegas tonight. I definitely would have been going live from there. Especially in that van, dude. It was a Mercedes, like, fucking industrial van truck thing. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Who afforded this thing? God damn. That's a lot of money just for the vehicle. But, yeah, it was an insanely fun day. This will be the end of the video. Basically, if you're at all thinking about the Apple Vision Pro goggles, I highly recommend them. Like, after trying them, I couldn't recommend them more. I'm definitely working towards getting a pair myself. I'm going to answer this email that I just got, and hopefully that'll expedite the process. But if not, I plan to own a pair, like, sometime this summer at the latest. Like, my birthday is in September, so definitely before then I would like to buy a pair. But, yep, that's Talking Smack with Matt, everybody. Hope you had a good night or a good day, or whatever time it is for you. I definitely did. And I'll be streaming more, so... Especially if I get one of those, I'll definitely do an unboxing. But yep, everybody have a good night. From me and Robin. Let me see. Robin, you awake? Robin? He's passed out. But from Robin and I, have a good night, everybody.